Coucou, j'espère que vous allez bien. Bienvenue or welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, I'm Hasti. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and let's see what this corner of the internet has for you. Let's see what did the March of this year had for you. It had 2 covers and 2 original songs. The first one was Will You Cry by Gracie Abrams, which was a cover. A full cover, actually. Well, kind of full. I didn't sing the whole song, but I sang most of it, so it counts. The second one was Remnants, which was an original song, which we'll get into a little while after this part. The third one was another cover, Haunting by Halsey. And the last one was another original, and which was kind of the big one of this month for me personally. Well, I don't have much to say about the covers, but now the song Will You Cry by Gracie, I actually heard it back in December, I think. And since the first second of the song played, for a second I thought it was my song. The way that, honestly, everything, the lyrics, the melody, the style of singing, and every single thing about that song, it was so me-coded to me that I just knew, well, I didn't make the song, which of course I really want to congratulate all of the people who worked on that song, because it's a really good song, and I don't know, the amount of songs that are like my music, it's kind of flattering to hear that other people's songs are also resonating and alike what you are doing. If of course you wanna be seen by a lot of people. So that's why I decided to do a cover of the song, because I honestly felt like I made this when, I don't know, when I was asleep or something. So now you have the cover of Will You Cry by Gracie, cover done by the first original song of March, Romance. It's a really short one, but I feel like it's complete. And you know, you kind of expect some stuff to happen later on in your life, and not when you are a teenager or when you're in your 20s or 30s even. Well, something like that happened to me, that I didn't feel like this would happen when I'm in my 20s. I expected that to happen when I'm in my 60s actually, but no, it happened like 4 decades sooner, and that's how that song was born. The second cover of March is Haunting by Halsey. Well, of course, I heard that song when it came out like years ago. And I was really hooked on that song. It's a song from her album Badlands, and well, it was a really great album, and I was hooked on the entire album. But for some reason, like 2 months ago, it got played on the radio. Yes, I listened to the radio and I enjoyed the radio. And it got me hooked on it again. And I didn't really want to do an acoustic version of it, unlike Will You Cry. Well, Will You Cry is actually also acoustic, but in my cover you will hear my version because I played the guitar and I sang the song. But not in Haunting. In Haunting I only sang along Halsey. And I was hooked on it for like 3 days. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna spend my days listening to this, I better make something out of it. Because for a couple of years, before I started sharing my original songs or even the covers, I have made many things. I recorded many songs, I wrote many songs, and I did covers of many songs, but I never documented them and I never shared them with others. Which will, of course, a few years ago I decided that I don't want to. The last song of this month was White Fox Warning, which is my favorite song of the month. And I did not have any intention of releasing it this early. I was thinking about keeping it for, well, fall or next winter. But for some reason, I feel like until then, I'm gonna be making many other songs that I will wanna release then. So, there's no time like the present. The theme of the song is a kind of independence that you gain after heartbreak or a while when you don't feel really good. So it's like going from a little bit or a lot of sadness into this other state. Like at first you will resent the pain, but sometimes you kind of, okay, not sometimes, all the time, you have to feel whatever you are feeling, like 99% of the time, and only 1% you should not let it get to you. But if you don't feel your emotions, not feeling them will break you way more than feeling them would. And that's what I wanted to share in White Fox Warning. And if I was an animal, other than a wild horse or an eagle, I think I would have been a white fox. I don't know why I always liked foxes. Which also a white fox goes with the tone of my skin. But other than that, foxes are interesting animals for me. And I really like the name. And I am proud of the lyrics. And I hope if you are in the first state, you level up and gain that power and feel it with that song. And that was all I had for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video or listening to the songs and showing your support in any way that you have. Your comments are really heartwarming, especially your compliments, your likes and shares, and even if you don't react, which would be better if you do, but the fact that you have chosen to give your time and spend it on this corner of the internet with me, it really means a lot. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. Laters.